There's one, just ask. There's one, baby. There's one, just ask. There's one, baby. What's up, everybody? It's MCZX here, and guess what time it is? Well, we got two pay-per-views looming around the corner. One on Saturday, which you're probably watching on Saturday, and one for Sunday. Oh, I wonder what time is it? I should ask Morris Day and Jerome. What time is it? Could it be? Oh my God! It's prediction time! Prediction time! Yes! Oh my God! I think I have the name for our new prediction show! Yes! I hope Matt Hardy doesn't sue me because my name's Matt and I'm woken too, and I don't want to get sued by Matt Hardy. That would be horrible. But let's talk about Saturday's pay-per-view, the one that's going to be better than Sunday, I hope. I mean, even though Mauro Ranallo's not going to be there because he has an obligation with Showtime Boxing, he's going to be calling a boxing match. And we got Vic Joseph, who isn't too bad, but yeah, I'll give him a chance. I'm going to give him a chance. I mean, I like Mauro instead, but, you know, Vic's got this. Vic hasn't been doing a terrible job on 205 Live. So, got my paper and my card here, and let's just get right to it, folks. So, Velveteen Dream versus Ricochet. So, most likely this is the show opener. I speculate that Velveteen Dream is going to be victorious due to his 1-2 record at takeovers. It just seems like the right thing to do. I think Ricochet could bounce back from losing to Velveteen, but to play devil's advocate, Velveteen wouldn't be affected by a loss because Dream's over, baby, because Dream's over. And if Dream's over, winning and losing doesn't matter. The same could be said for Ricochet due to him losing his debut match along with EC3, who was also over. Ricochet winning wouldn't bother me, though. I mean, like, okay, one and only, you won, but whatever. I got Dream winning this. Who knows? Velveteen may be getting called up soon because, you know, the officials are high up on Velveteen and everyone keeps saying he has it and he's the next guy up. So, yeah, I think Ricochet has some more time to spend in NXT, maybe a title run, but Velveteen's going to win this one, guys. I'm sorry. Dream's going over, baby. Dream's going over. Next up, NXT Tag Team Championship match, Undisputed Era. That's consisting of Roderick Strong and Kyle O'Reilly due to Bobby Fish being injured versus Orny Loken and Danny Burch. Now, this one is a no-brainer. The Undisputed Era is going to retain the titles in Chicago. It's nothing against Burch and Lorcan, but they just aren't the guys to usurp the Undisputed Era. Just for me personally, doesn't seem like that would be the right thing to do. The group that's most likely to beat Undisputed Era, make a strong case for War Machine. I mean, I think that would be the next tag team to hold the gold. But Undisputed Era, keep the strap. You're going to keep the strap. Next up, the NXT Women's Championship matches. Shayna Baszler versus Nikki Cross. So, this one also feels like a no-brainer, but they could pull a swerve. I have Shayna Baszler, a.k.a. the Baze, because when she puts the glasses on, she's the Baze. When she's not, she's Shayna. Retaining this one. And I say this because maybe the feud is going to continue afterward, because this didn't get a lot of build. It had just about 2 weeks, and the focus was Shayna Baszler and Dakota Kai. But, you know, now it's Shayna and Nikki. Playing devil's advocate, though, Nikki Cross beating Baszler isn't a bad thing, but it's a very crazy and risky idea, because why would we stop Shayna Baszler cold when she's on a hot streak, you know? Like she is the most dominant woman on their roster, and she's a dominant champion. So if she's going to be a dominant champion, you need a dominant challenger to take her place. And I think the perfect lady for that is Bianca Belair. Pure athlete versus pure athlete. What's not to love? And it just makes sense. I mean, do you really want to see Lacey Evans versus Shayna Baszler? No. Unless the route they're going is the underdog story with Dakota Kai. And they have Dakota beat Baszler, and she becomes the NXT Women's Champion. But I don't think that's gonna happen. Everyone loves a good underdog story though, so who knows? Who knows what could happen? But Baszler's winning this. Cross is not gonna hit the purge on Shayna. Shayna's gonna put Nikki to sleep. Yeah. All hail Queen of Spades. Next NXT Championship match. It's Aleister Black versus Lars Sullivan. The champion is taking a backseat again. First takeover New Orleans and now Chicago. I mean, can you blame him though? Like, he hasn't been booked like must-see television. Like, every time he's been on NXT TV since that Eric Young impromptu match, he's been getting his ass handed to him. Lars has had his number. And I'm not saying he's not special. He has a unique character, but it just feels weird, as for Aleister to be champion. It seems like either the man who shall not be named or Gargano should be champion, and it's just weird. Like, the hottest angle on NXT involves the two people I just mentioned, and who cares about Lars and, Aleister Black? Like, no offense, it's just, you'll be like, you're in a weird corner. So, it is his first title defense since TakeOver NOLA, and everyone has to start somewhere. But with all that being said, I'm going to pick Black to topple Lars Sullivan with 2 Black Masters. My prediction is 2. He's going to hit 2 of them and retain his title. By the way, Lars winning is just terrifying, but the problem with him winning is it would seem too early to put the title on Lars Sullivan. That's just me. I don't think he's done enough, but if he was champion, we should all be afraid if Lars is champion. It's just, oh boy, that's scary. And finally, the main event, the moment we've all been waiting for since NOLA. Chicago Street Fight. Johnny Gargano versus... You know what? I'm going to break my rule and say his name. I'm going to say it. The Chicago Street Fight between Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa. Now, to say this is personal is an understatement. The evil son of a bitch versus the good man turned into a monster, hell-bent on ending this feud between the two. After all, you can't defeat a monster unless you become a monster. And Johnny took that note and just ran with it. Because Johnny is not Johnny Wrestling. It's Johnny Badass right now. Ciampa, hate saying his name. Ciampa has crossed every line that you could cross in the PG era. You stabbed your best friend in the back. Chicago. How funny. We're back in Chicago. You got your best friend fired. He's now your rival. You damn near injured him twice. TakeOver, of course. And then, remember when Gargano was coming out to challenge Aleister Black? Then Ciampa did his thing and almost injured Gargano again. Then you bring your said rival's wife into the situation because you didn't have to do that, but being petty and crossing all the lines you can cross, you're just going to do it. So, you knock said rival into Rife when he was coming to fight you, and then you made your rival's wife mad at him, which is not good. I'm sorry, I'm not married, but from what I've heard, you want to keep your wife happy, and if she's mad at you, you're going to have a very bad time. And just overall being an annoyance to Johnny Gargano and us, Ciampa's done everything that you could do to Johnny in our existence. Excellent heel work. Excellent heel work, though. Like, how can you not hate Ciampa? It's reminding me of that time, I want to say 98 to 2001. I don't think Triple H was a good guy in 2001, but when Triple H had his run, just the most despicable person on the roster. Like, I could not stand him. The game was annoying, and I just, saying his name makes me mad. Just thinking about it back then. It brings back the same feelings I'm getting now. This hasn't been completely one-sided, though, because Johnny has gotten, a couple shots. He's won the big brawl with, I'm gonna say his name again, but I have to say his name now. It hasn't been completely one-sided, though. I mean, Johnny's gotten his fair share of, shots in. He's won every brawl. Well, the one big brawl that counts. It's been quite even when you think about it. So, both men are being booked strongly. So, here's the big question. Who is winning? Now, if you follow movies and just wrestling in general, you know that every good story ends in threes. And this is number 2. And I think, just me, I think Tommaso Ciampa is going to be the winner of this match. And Ciampa's going to go on to possibly face Aleister Black, beat Aleister Black. And that's when Gargano's going to come back. And we're going to have the final match between the two before they both get called up, I assume. I'm sorry, Johnny, but the Psycho Killers were born. That's all, folks. Like Porky would say, I'm MCZX, and I'll catch you all on the upside down. And remember to always do your best and enjoy NXT Takeover Chicago, because it's going to be freaking awesome. And then Sunday's going to happen, and the disappointment. But let's not think about that. Let's just keep it on Takeover, all right? See you guys later. Bye-bye.